What's up, guys? Nolan here, doing a bit of a catch-up on this weekend's events with Tarkov here, as BSG were a big presence at Twitchcon EU, with the main stage showing off Arena's newest mode and map, while the floor, just in front of it, was hosting dozens of PCs where people could play the new factory. If you didn't catch my previous post, it was a cut version of the interview with Nikita, with some new information, which you should definitely check out, as well as an entire game between streamers and devs, Pestily and Nikita being two of them, where they were playing the new Arena mode on the new Arena map. If you have any interest whatsoever in Arena, and definitely if you already own it, I would check that gameplay out, and I'm going to have it in the background. Apologies for not expanding on any of this sooner. My air conditioning was broken for a few days there, and I live in Texas, so 3 PCs running in a small room with no AC wasn't ideal. That's also the excuse there for no streams for the last few days, but now it's fixed, so we're back. With that time away, I'm still trying to gather what I can from random pictures and screenshots, but from what I've gathered so far, the new factory is very similar. Pestily was able to attend TwitchCon, and he took to Twitter to give a bit of an insight on just everything. So since he was there, that's the best info that we got. He said that he will make a more in-depth set of notes later. Ideally, he'll post a video, but for now, he hasn't posted that video, and he hasn't posted any notes or anything different than this, just to be clear. But again, for now, the factory expansion is more of a reskin, or at least he's saying that the factory expansion is more of a reskin where everything looked a lot better, and the ability to see outside made him think that it's possible there will be a time cycle and even weather for the location now. So if you somehow have never played Factory, but everybody does know, or at least you should know, there's no time cycle. You either go in during the day or you go at pitch black night, and there isn't any weather. With the updated location and the fact that you can actually see outside, I tend to have to agree, and that is something that I've missed before. There's probably going to be weather, and there's probably going to be a time cycle, which is pretty significant for that location. He confirmed my observations that the catwalks above the interior do now cover the new area from the previous expansion, and you will have sight lines everywhere from up there. He also said there was a much better underground system for movement and spawns. I'm going to try and gather what I can from across the internet for this factory expansion specific video, but it's all from phones. Nobody was able to actually capture video, so we'll see what it ends up looking like. Overall, the update to the location is something that Pestily said that he liked. It also seems that this is the only factory that they have in mind, because if they were having people play it at TwitchCon, I would think it's the new factory, unless they're going to do something else down the line, which is still possible. I don't think that they are making a new one, though. I think they're molding this one into the old, or sorry, updating the old factory and then molding it into customs. I think that's all we're getting, at least for the short term. Now, I think it's staying its own location. Otherwise, I feel like they would have said something by now, and it's also too ingrained into the game. And for now, it looks like we are not getting a brand new factory, while the, quote, new and old factory Nikita was referring to during the last Tarkov TV is what we're looking at. It's all combined. So a bit of Nikita-isms and translation issues there. It looks like we'll see what comes up. Just to cap that off, and in case you're out of the know, in case you haven't been following my other videos, based off of what Nikita said during the last Tarkov TV, it made me think that there was going to be basically two factories. One brand new one that would help for making the map a bit more fluid for PvP, and then the old one that they were seemingly going to mold into customs. It looks like we're not getting a brand new factory. It looks like they're just changing the old. And if you want to learn more about that, I posted a video about that last week. Now for this week, for this video at least, last thing I wanted to mention here was Arena's new mode and map, what you've been looking at in the background. The map looked really cool and was a very good size. Usually the smaller maps for Arena are a bit meh, so when paired up with the new bomb mode, which is basically search and destroy, it's basically Counter-Strike, it looked truly actually good, and I think it will really add a lot to Arena. But that's coming from somebody that can actually appreciate Arena already. I have a video dedicated to this coming up soon, so give me your thoughts on this. I think Arena will make a massive comeback within the Tarkov community. This coming wipe, we will have the ability to level our PMC much faster, including the skills, make a lot of money for the base game, and those of us with at least Edge of Darkness will get level 2 traders in the span of a day, maybe 2. All while Arena now has one fun solo mode with the free-for-all, and now the team mode with the bomb squad, or whatever they're calling it. And in case you guys didn't know about that, I made a video about that a few weeks ago now when they ended up connecting Arena to the base game. I played on a brand new account and got to level 17 in 6 hours, and actually consistently playing the game, having fun doing it. That's the power of Arena right now with it connected to the base game, and we're getting a new bomb squad mode, so we'll see how much XP we can get with that. And if you play with a team, it's pretty solid. BSG has turned Arena into a must-play experience essentially, but But if it's actually fun, I'm not going to complain about it. And it's also coming from somebody that already owns it. I'm sure you feel differently if you don't own it yet, or if you don't want to do PvP. We're in a very weird spot between Arena being essential, basically, when the game releases to actually complete the game. Although BSG aren't saying that it's essential. I mean, look at it. You're going to get way better XP, way more consistent XP, and have a lot more fun doing it, especially if you like PvP, with Arena. However, of course, you can't complete the game by not playing it, so you still have to play the base game. It's hopefully I'm making some sense here. Hopefully you guys are getting it, and if you're not, let me know. But Arena is, in my mind, essential to play if you want to be an Escape from Tarkov, not necessarily completionist, but if you want to actually play Escape from Tarkov, you're gonna want Arena, which if they kept it as team fight only, I would have pulled my hair out. But seriously, it's looking solid now with more to come. Something tells me a lot of people out there have some complaints, so give me your thoughts. I'll put it all together for this video I have coming up. We got less than 2 months now officially until the next wipe, and before then we will see supposedly this Arena update with the new mode and the map, along with quality of life improvements for both Arena and the base game. PvE never got its standalone purchase or its solo offline update either. We'll see if BSG will be able to catch up with the roadmap there and what actually makes it on the list for this August wipe. But as of right now, apart from the Arena update, they have not kept up with the roadmap. We'll see what happens from here. That's all for now though, guys. Thanks to everybody over on the Patreon. Really need the financial support these days while I grow my other channels. If you're interested in exclusive content or just supporting my trip to TwitchCon coming up in September, link is below. Check out my other channels for other games right here. Follow me on X or join the Discord for the minute by minute stuff. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching and hope you have a nice day. See you guys.